AS Monaco nil, Tottenham nil. It was one of the games of all time in the Principality today in the Champions League. Welcome into Top the Perch. I am your host, as always, Nick Burt. Like I said, it was one of the matches of all time. I Vicario had a absolutely phenomenal day today. I think he had 9 saves total, something along those lines, 8, 9. I know it was in that range. Absolutely phenomenal day from him. Could not ask more. I've raised questions about him in the past weeks, just with some of the play we've seen. Today, he had an absolutely incredible game, just making save after save. But on the other side, or the attacking side of this, not the best of days today. I believe one total shot on target compared to Monaco's, I believe, again, like I said, 8 or 9. It's not a good look at all. We fielded, I'd say it wasn't a full A squad, but it was close enough that I thought, hey, like something could happen here. This game, I mean, with the way Vicario was playing, this game was there for taking to steal the 3 points, but Tottenham just couldn't get anything going on the attacking end of things. It was honestly kind of just a disaster, if we're honest. Um, I'm just trying to think back to moments in the game that are even kind of worth recapping, and there really isn't much. I know it was in the first half still. I want to say it was like the 36th, 37th minute, somewhere around there. There was a corner kick, somehow found Kevin Donzo in the box. He puts a header in, and I mean, it looks really good, but it basically just goes straight into the keeper's hands. That might have been our one shot on target of the game. I'm honestly not 100% sure. I didn't fully go back and check that. It's just Tottenham couldn't seem to break through the attack for Monaco or the back line of Monaco, given that. You look back and, yeah, you're happy you got a point, but like I said, this game was there for the taking to get all 3. Given that they've only won one game in the Champions League so far, and that was the home game against Villarreal, and has drawn the last 2, which have both been away games, which, again, it isn't the worst result. Win your home games, don't lose your away games. But this also isn't the old Champions League format where it's a group stage, where that really, truly did matter. Win your home games, don't lose your away games. Now with the table, I feel like Tottenham almost have to be close to, if not perfect, for the full run in, basically, for the rest of this group stage or knockouts. The group phase, I don't know what you want to call it. They have to be almost perfect and claim almost all the points just to get that spot that gets you automatically into the round of 16, I believe. And I don't know if this team can do that. With the way they're playing right now, I don't believe they can do that. I get we have injuries. I think we're at 10. We had 10 players missing from the squad today. And one of those is our captain, Christian Romero, which we still kind of have no idea how long that's going to be, which is kind of worrying. Dom Solanke, who knows? Who knows when he'll be back? That's going to be a nice question to have answered, hopefully, at some point. But you just take a look at some of those players on that injury list, and it's like, this isn't great. This isn't going to win us games. And truthfully, it's not. It's far from it. And yeah, I really don't know what to think from here on out, because we still got 2 matches a week until February, basically, and that's if we don't make it through, obviously, Champions League. We may have a few weeks off here and there, but we're mostly 2 matches every week from here until February. And yes, you're going to have a January transfer window in there, but as we always know, business doesn't really get done in January. So it's tough. I don't know. Be happy with the point, I guess, but kind of wish we got more. So let's take a look at the player ratings for today. Richarlison up top in this 4-2-3-1 formation, 6'5". Got a yellow card today. The only yellow card for Tottenham Hotspur today. It is what it is with him, really. I don't know. He has his games, and then he doesn't have his games. And then when he doesn't have those games, it's like a 5-game run like that. And it just, yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, that switch is coming over soon when he has that good run of form, but I don't know if that's actually going to come at any point soon. It seems we're in that, dry spell patch right now. Wilson Odberg gets the start on the left today. I thought he had a really good game today, honestly. And I know the score doesn't really reflect that it was a good game, but I mean, it's one of the higher players on this list today. But a 7-4. I mean, when it felt like he played, he was putting out, 6-5s, 6-7s, 6-8s, stuff like that. I thought he had a really decent performance today. It felt like it was one of his better performances that we've seen from him just in his time at Spurs. I thought he did really well today. Gave him a 7-4. Mohamed Kudus, a 6.6. Yeah, I'm not really sure here. He's just, I worried about it. He's going to get run into the ground. And today, I don't know if, going up against this Monaco back line was the best for his abilities today. But we don't really have anybody to replace him at the moment in that position. So does it really matter? Not really. We're still going to run him out basically every game, which is wild. Lucas Bergvall up the middle. I just passed by him by mistake. 6.2 today. I did not think he had the best of days in the midfield. It just looks like he was struggling whenever he was on the ball, and that's if he got the ball. Just felt like a bit of a struggle there. Joao Paulinho gets a 7-3. Like I said in previous episodes, he is the most consistent midfielder Tottenham have right now, which has kind of come to the detriment of Pop Sarr. It seems like he has been the odd man left out of the midfield because it really does feel like Tottenham is rolling with the Bergvall, Paulinho, and Bentancur midfield. Obviously, we'll get to Sarr because he did get subbed down in this game. But Paulinho is very consistent for Tottenham, and that's kind of what they need. So 7-3 felt like that was a good score for him today. Rodrigo Bentancur gets a 6-3. It looked like he was just out of gas out there, honestly. I'm not really sure what happened there. Not the best of games from him. He gets 6-3. We get to the back line, and boy, oh boy, they had their work cut out for them today. Archie Gray gets a start at left back because why not? He's played every other position in the past year, so why not throw him there too? He gets a 7-5. I thought for what it was, he did really well today. Obviously, with the amount of attack that AS Monaco had today, it felt like he had a really good game for it not being the position he plays, nor, anywhere close to the position he plays, because he plays in the midfield. He's a midfielder. But he's getting thrown at left back. He figures it out. Good game from him. Mickey Van de Ven, a 7-1 today. I thought he did pretty decent. He had a few moments where I'm like, what are you doing? But overall, pretty decent performance from him. 7-1. Kevin Donzo, 7-3. Pretty similar to Van de Ven. He had that header, like I said. I think he had another header that was pretty close too. Long throws galore today. It was a decent game from him, and I'm not really going to complain about it. And Pedro Porro on the right, who seems to get no relief whatsoever, because I swear he is in the starting lineup every single game, it feels like, because we just don't have depth on the right. Because Udogie is always injured, and Spence is... he looks very good as left back, and that might be his way into the England starting 11. It is what it is. Let's get to the subs. Xavi Simons and Popsar came on in the 60th minute, and that was for Lucas Bergvall and Rodrigo Bentancur. Xavi Simons gets a 6-4. Popsar gets a 7-1. I thought Sar had a really good game for what felt like the first time we've seen him in a while, even though I know it really hasn't been. Felt like it's the first real monumental play time for him. So 7-1, I thought he did pretty well. Brennan Johnson and Roland Kulumolani get subbed down in the 70th minute, and that was for Richarlison and Wilson Odegaard. Johnson is 6-3. Kulumolani is 6-1. I mean, you know, it's the same with these. Honestly, anybody that gets subbed on, it's usually the same routine for all of them. So it is what it is. And Jed Spence gets subbed on in the 79th minute, and that was for Mohamed Kudus. Spence 6-3. I mean, he played like 11 minutes and then 5 minutes of stoppage time. Locked down that clean sheet. That's what it was. I just realized I completely skipped over the man of the match, and that was Vicario. What a performance today. Like I said, like 9 saves, 8 saves. I'm not really sure what the total number was. It felt like a lot more than that, but an absolutely astounding performance today. Probably one of the best we've seen from him in a Spurs shirt. It's just a shame we couldn't follow that up with 3 points, because he deserved to get 3 points from that one. So, given that, Tottenham Hotspur are on 5 points in the Champions League right now through 3 group stage games. Again, we haven't lost yet, so it's fine. But even then, it's... You're 1-2-0. You're sitting on 5 points. You are currently 15th right now in the table. I believe 8th place would be the cutoff, which is 6 points. So, again, you're not that far off. Next Champions League games against Copenhagen. It's still there for the taking, but like I said, I think you're going to have to be pretty concise, because after Copenhagen, it's PSG, and then after that, Slavia Praha, and then they don't come back until January, which is then Dortmund and Frankfurt in back-to-back weeks. You have to get points. It's a minimum 6 for Copenhagen and Praha. If you draw one of those, you might as well say sayonara. PSG, I mean, it's at PSG. I know we played them well in the Super Cup. It's different playing in Paris. So we'll see. Tottenham Hotspur's next match is on Sunday against Everton. It's going to be at the Bramley Moordock Stadium, or Hill Dickinson Stadium, whatever they actually call it. We will, of course, be back here to recap it all. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Top the Perch. If you just stumbled across this video, click like, click subscribe, tell anybody you know about it. We'll be back on Sunday to recap that match on another episode of Top of the Perch.